I knew that when I applied to college I might be traveling far from home. Little did I know it would be the other side of the world. I partook in Northeastern University's NUin program. It landed me in Melbourne, Australia to spend my first semester of university. After a long goodbye with all my family and friends, I departed on my long journey to Australia. I was greeted by typical Melbourne clouds as I settled into my new home. To my great relief, I quickly found friends that I became close with, hanging out, going out, sharing meals, and working together. One of the first excursions we took was to Healesville Animal Sanctuary. I was eager to finally see firsthand some of the Australian animals. The kangaroos, koalas, and many other animals did not disappoint. Everyday life began to settle in, including the monotony of classes, cooking, and all the chores you have when living alone. But it was a new and exciting experience living on my own, learning to survive on the other side of the world. And we had a lot of fun along the way. We took an excursion to Phillip Island, about an hour away by bus. We got to see pelicans, the ocean, awesome beaches, and some awesome sights. We also got to see cute little penguins, but they were a little camera shy. Spring break, me and my friends went on a trip to Cairns, Australia. Famous for its beaches and its world-famous Great Barrier Reef, it was stunning all around. We stayed in a hostel, which was first for me, and we went rafting on whitewater rapids, which was also a first for me. We went ATV riding through a forest, and spent a lot of time on the beach just hanging out. It was one of my highlights here in Australia. One experience is service learning. It allows us to learn while helping the community and positive causes. I worked for both Bicycle Network and Parkinson's Victoria. I worked a variety of jobs for both organizations, all that were fulfilling and taught me something. Another excursion we went on was to the Great Ocean Road and the famous 12 Apostles. There were beautiful sights to see. We also went to see the Lockhart Gorge, which we could swim in and even try to attempt to go into a cave. Our last excursion was to Sydney. We got to see the famous Opera House and even got to take a tour inside. It was really cool to see. We also went to the world-famous Bondi Beach. Sydney was a ton of fun. We managed to squeeze a lot into one weekend, but I can only hope that I can go back there again one day. Time in Australia has been very special to me. It's a time in my life that I'll never forget, and I can thank all the great friends I've made and all the times we've had for that. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity I was given and realize how lucky I am. I leave Australia a more confident and worldly person. I feel stronger after overcoming academic and maturing challenges I faced here. Forward to being home again, and wherever the next step of my life takes me. More time from the window to the wall, till the sweat dropped down my